Streptococci.
Please introduce yourself first and answer my question.
My name is Amani. I come from Egypt.
Egypt.
The types of bacteria is Streptococci.
Please speak again because I cannot hear you because something interrupt. Please answer again, please. Miss Egypt.
It's steps to go.
Okay.
Streptococci infection, bacterial infection.
My question is, do you know about what type of bacteria?
Also lactobacilli, streptococci and lactobacilli. They are the main.
Bacilli. Your answer is bacilli, right? And
yes. Hello. It's lactobacilli. Yes.
thank you. As other question? Some of you have other question, other answer about my question. Do you know about the other types of bacteria that have a cause of dental caries? Actually, okay, never mind.
Also the Enterobacteriaceae.
Okay, never mind, because something interrupt the sound. I cannot understand your answer. Okay, actually, the types of bacteria mainly of cause is a Streptococcus mutant. You familiar in this kind of family of bacteria? Streptococcus mutant. And what is a carcinogenic diet? Do you know about carcinogenic diet? What is the carcinogenic diet? Do you know about this? Or give me the example about carcinogenic diet that is the cause of dental caries.
Candy.
High sugar diet.
Vitamin D.
Who answer me? Who answer me? Please introduce yourself first and answer the question because maybe I don't know about in the monitor. I cannot see everyone in the monitor. Okay? No.
Can I answer, please?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, it's called by high sugar diets, a diet high in sugar. For example, soft drinks.
Mm-hmm. Very good answer. Mostly it's a sugary diet, right? And this figure can answer your question about interaction, about the three mains of teeth, bacteria, and diet that come from dental caries. You see, when the common infection is a mutant streptococci, and come from poor oral hygiene of children, and the teeth harmful by carcinogenic diet, especially sugary diet, and teeth is a lack of fluoride. It's a cause of dental caries. And when the problem occurs in children below 6 years of age, we call early childhood caries. And early childhood caries is defined as the presence of one or more decay, missing or filled tooth surface in any primary tooth in the child between birth and 21 months of age. Are you familiar in this definition?
No, madam, it's new for me.
You know, ECC
It's
is
new for me.
You know, ECC is very serious problem in public health because it can like a consequence to the long term of children. They can like a defect of quality of life in the children, especially in the severe of ECC. How about severe ECC? How to identify? This slide can show you how to identify the severe of ECC. We can identify by the age and the size that's present in the teeth. Like in children younger than 3 years, have any sign of smooth surface caries, it means that they got severe ECC. Or in children aged between 3 and 5 years, have one or equal one cavity, miss a few smooth surface area anterior teeth, it means that they got severe ECC also. And you can use like a DMFT, you know, DMFT score. You familiar in this score?
No, madam, no, it's new.
No, new for
It's
you.
new.
Yes.
I will talk later about DMFT. DMFT can calculate by decrease, missing, and fuse tooth. If children, for example, if children have age 3 years old and the score of DMFT more than or equal 4, it means that they have severe ECC, something like that. This slide shows how to calculate the DMFT that I mentioned previous slide. You see, the DMFT comes from the sum of the number of decrease, missing due to caries and few teeth in the permanent. You see, in the picture, you see. And how many score you think? Do you think how many score of DMFT? How many teeth have caries recent, you see? How many teeth? The picture show how many teeth?
3.
3, 1, 2, 3, right? But we have a white spot, right? White spot, a line. And missing 1, right?
1.
And filling 2, second. And how many score of DMFT? How many? 4, 6, right? 6. If children have like a 4 years old, they got severe ECC or not? Come back to previous slide. Previous slide. If the children is 4 years old and the DMF score have, we calculate and equal 6, right? It means that the children have got severe ECC. Do you understand?
Yes,
understand?
yes, thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
And you can use this score to like identify the severity of dental caries in your school or your organization, something like that. And you can use mean of number of DMFT to identify the severity of the situation of dental caries also. You can use like a sum of number of decrease, missings, fused tooth, and divided by total number of children have been checked on the total number of population. Okay? You understand? Next. I will come to next. And for the prevalence of ECC, from the survey of from 7 Latin American found that you see very serious problem or not? You see very high in children age between 4 and 5 because in 7 Latin American show the data like more than 80%, right, among children 4 and 5 years old. There is a prevalence of ECC in 7 Latin America. And in the Asian country, you see, the study found that lower 5 years of age children have prevalence vary from 33% to 73%, and children 5 years old have prevalence vary from 59% to 94%. And we found non-coveted curated lesions are more prevalent than coveted lesions during the first 18 months of life. And for your country?
Well, I'm Lester from Nicaragua, and I am part of the statistic that you present. And I can explain the situation. Well, in the case of Nicaragua, we have any strategy or politic for prevent dental diseases in the school and in the center for health in the primary care. We have only in the urban area one doctor for attend the teeth problem, but it's not commonly that a child come for this issues because we have not the culture to prevent the affection with caries or more of that. And for example, in case of my my environment, in the case of my family, in my primary school experience, we never had any intervention of the Ministry of Education, of Ministry of Health that teach to my family how to I can clean correctly my teeth or the rest of my family. It is like and not take care of the people in this important area of children.
And now the prevalence is very improved or not? How many?
Can I speak? Yeah, I'm Iman from Egypt. I'm a pediatrician, so I'm not related to pediatric dentistry. But I asked a friend of mine before the lecture about dental caries. She told me that it's very popular among preschool children, but as the age proceeds, you can see that it decreases over time. You can see it in large families, not in small ones, and it's also related to low socioeconomic states due to lack of awareness in family. Besides that, treatment of dental caries is expensive, so there is neglection of cases among low socioeconomic families.
Okay, thank you for your sharing.
Okay.
For Asian country, you see, maybe your country.
Yes, okay. In Egypt, in National Oral Health Survey, in Egypt, more than 67 of the examined children had at least one decayed primary tooth.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
The table shows like the prevalence in Asian country, maybe the same way in different years. In Thailand, you see, 8 years apart, we got high prevalence of dental caries. In children 5 years old, we got near around 78%. And the data show in other countries in Asian also, like Brunei, maybe got lower prevalence only 59%. And for the Southeast Asia, it's my country, right? Thailand here. And the data show the preference. I cannot see in the monitor, maybe 79%, and they use like a DMFT to present the severity of a dental caries problem. It's a means of DMFT score rank from 0.9 to 9 in Southeast Asia. This data, collect data in 2006 to 2015. And in Thailand now, like the present from the Ministry of Public Health, you see the line chart. The prevalence is the trends of dental caries in Thailand. The trend is decreased, right? Maybe the problem is improved because we put many intervention to afford this problem. In 1989, we got dental caries in 3 years children around 66.5%, and decreased to 52.9%. And in children 5 years old, we start from like 83.1% and decreased to 75.9%. And now the survey shows children 3 years old free from dental caries around 47.1%, and 5 years old free from dental caries 74.4%. And it's improved from the past because we put many effort intervention. But most of group still had dental plaque more than 40%. And how about your country? I don't know. Who want to sharing your data in your country? Who do you want? Who want to share the data now? No? If not, maybe, raise your hand. Latin? Lester, you raise your hand. You want to share the data, right?
Well, in reality, I have no knowledge about that, and it's so interesting for me because I'm working in a research center with children, and we are making research for 5 years, and we didn't make any research about it or oral health, and it's like motivation for do that because we have not the tools and the knowledge how to do that. And in the period of a study of nursing in my country, we have a little information about the care of dental or oral health in children and other people.
Okay, maybe a very good intervention you give to the children, right? And we go the cause of or risk factor of dental caries. Like I said earlier, dental caries come from the interaction about like diet and organism, bacteria, right, and teeth. And especially diet. I talk about sugary diet is one cause of dental caries. And the other cause is an environmental factor, like low education in maternal or caregiver. They cannot take care oral health of your children. something like that. Go to the diet card. You see, the study found that 85% of children with carie had higher exposure to carcinogenic food, including sugar than carie-free children. And in early childhood, not only sugar, they have other like improper feeding habit also, especially nighttime bottom feeding, right? When children should stop bottom feeding, what age? Do you think about this? What age is appropriate to stop bottom feeding in early childhood? Who can answer me this question?
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Who, please?
Yeah, in my country, the Gambia, it is no longer recommended to use bottle feeding for children.
Your country what?
It is not recommended.
Not recommend. You not recommend, right?
We don't use bottle feeding. Our policy does not recommend it.
And what age children should stop bottom feeding? Should use a class set instead bottom to rinse the milk. You see in Thailand, in children 3 years old, still nearly 40% still use bottle feeding. And also in 5 years old, still use 11.9%. It's okay? Actually, they should stop bottle feeding before 2 years old, right? And most group still drinks like a sweet milk. And in the school age, they eat a lot of snack and a lot of cola. It's the cause of dental carie also. And how about breastfeeding? Do you think about this? Is the one cause of dental carie in early childhood or not? Do you think? Please give me your opinion about breastfeeding. Because the WHO, right, promote exclusive breastfeeding 6 months and can continue for 2 years, right?
Yes.
Do you think
I think that maternal milk isn't
I
the cause
respond?
of dental caries.
Please,
because human milk doesn't cause it because it contains immunity. It makes the baby immune to the decay, to decay.
Do you think breastfeeding is a cause of dental carie?
No, I think that human milk doesn't cause it, but maybe bottle milk, but not breastfeeding alone doesn't cause it.
How about other participants? What's your opinion?
Can I speak? Can I speak? Negative from Swaziland.
I see the monitor and letters. Raise your hand. And who speak? Because only one.
Negative from Swaziland.
Swaziland first, and then
yeah.
lesser, right? Swaziland, Miss
Okay.
Swaziland.
I don't think breast milk causes dental caries, but I feel that bottle feeding, especially with formula, with formula has high sugar content.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, and it has high sugar content, and the carbohydrates are a little high, and yet breast milk has just enough of the sugar and the carbohydrates, so it doesn't cause it doesn't cause dental caries. Thank you.
You mean breastfeeding low cost than bottle feeding, right? I get your
Yes,
yeah.
Breastfeeding better than
Better
bottle feeding. Yeah, it's much better. It supersedes. You cannot compare.
Lester, the last one is Lester for your question.
Thank you. Well, one advice for organizer opinion, we can use the right hand and the program. But talking about the breastfeeding, well, all of us have reading about all the benefits and childhood. But one of these is the low consumption, the low quantity of sugar, and all the sugar present is the necessary for the nutrition of child. Another important thing about breastfeeding and the prevent of caries in the childhood is the form of the breast in women. It prevent malformation or bad formation and the teeth and the structure of the future teeth. And the last point is the immunity. The quantity of bacteria that is in the exterior of child is not prepared for coming inside, and the breastfeeding pass the immunity acquired from mother in children, and it's prevent not only caries, a lot oral diseases in our children.
Okay, thank you for your sharing. You answer about like a thing about benefit first, right? And breastfeeding very low sugar content, right? And I will give you some some study, cohort study, and some problem about technique. This survey is like a cohort survey that in southern Brazil, and they give like the result from the study like this: breastfeeding between 13 and 23 months had no effect on dental caries. And for the long term of breastfeeding, more than and equal 24 months at a higher number of DMFS. DMFS is a similar DMFT. It's similar, just like the filling teeth. S is come from filling surface. It's a similar count, similar score. You see, and for my opinion, like Lester speak previously, I think you should to concern about benefit first, because breastfeeding is many benefit for children. But if you give promote children in the long term, maybe should have an intervention to prevent dental caries also, because some study found that if provide in the long term, maybe is some have one cause of dental caries also. But in the in lower 2 years, the study found no effect on dental caries, right? And for the other risk factor about poor oral hygiene, the study found that 57.8% those affected by caries has significantly lower oral hygiene practice compared with caries-free children. What do you think about this? And what age of children can brush their own teeth effectively? You see, what age early children can brush their own teeth effectively? You see, who can answer me this question? Because in this age, parents try to promote development to teach they to brush their own teeth, but they cannot brush their own teeth not effective, right? They can do this by under supervision of maternal or caregiver. In Thailand, you see, in like a children 3 years old, 41.1% brush their own teeth. It's okay? Because children can brush effective their teeth if they have more than 7 years old. But the data found that 80% allow 80% of children 3 years old brush their own teeth. It's not good, right? Because they should brush under supervision. And how about your country? No answer. No why. If no why, I go to your previous to next slide.
Well, talking about my country, I told you before, we have not the culture of cleaned or brush the teeth in children. And for example, women or mother start to do it maybe in the 2 or 3 years old, or in the preschool education when teacher teach the children how to do that. And it's commonly that children make that without supervision. And it's increased the risk factor because they have not the knowledge and the experience on how to do that. And another important thing is that in Nicaragua, we have not information in the television and social network how to acquire the correct tools for make the cleaning in oral in the oral area. Because, for example, I see in our country the use of tools for clean the mouth after the after the breastfeeding, and we have not that culture. And we have so many cases of I don't know if it's correct to say mycosis or infection for in the mouth in children that receive breastfeeding.
Okay, thank you for your sharing. If some of you want to share other idea, you can type in the chat box because I have only 13 minutes now. And answer list of factor is like inadequate exposure to fluoride and low socioeconomic status such as low education of maternal, low economic maternal, something like that. And how you know that children have sign of dental caries? The picture show like a lift technique to check the upper front of teeth, and mother and teacher can do that. In this period, like a COVID era is spread now, right? Maybe some children cannot go to see the dentist. You can use this technique to promote mother or caregiver to check by themselves what children have dental caries or not. And I have some video to show you how to check, how to use the lift technique to check dental caries. It's very easy, right? You have experience to use this technique? The lift technique. Who can use? No, not video.
Sorry, excuse me. I have a question. Hello?
Yeah, you can ask.
Yes, when do we start brushing teeth in children? At what age should we start teaching them how to brush? Or at what age? How old? Yes. What age do we start brushing teeth?
What age to start brushing?
Yes.
Maybe some friend can answer your question. What age? Who can help me to answer your friend? What age children should start
This
brushing?
is Romeo Katbagan from the Philippines.
From Philippines? Yeah,
Yes.
from Philippines. It's the Philippines.
Yes, this is Romeo. Just a guess, because you have mentioned a while ago about the time when the first teeth erupts. So maybe when the time teeth erupts, we can start cleaning the teeth of the child.
Yeah. We start brushing when the tooth erupt, right? But and you can like oral care when childbirth, like clean the oral care, and when like the tooth erupt, you can brushing. Okay, go to the left. Thank you for helping me to answer the question. Left and the lift technique. The video can show you.
Baby teeth are important. They are needed for chewing food, talking, looking, and feeling good. They hold the space for future erupting adult teeth to properly grow in place in the mouth. Good oral health in early childhood helps to set children on the right path for a healthy smile throughout their lives. Taking care of your child's teeth could start right from birth to prevent early childhood tooth decay from developing. Children can get tooth decay as soon as teeth erupt and grow into the mouth. Early childhood tooth decay can affect a child's health and well-being. If left untreated, it can lead to pain, problems with eating and speaking, tooth loss, and infection. Too many children have dental surgery to treat early childhood tooth decay, even though it can be prevented. Good oral health will also contribute to overall health and well-being. One way to keep baby teeth healthy is to lift your child's lip at least once a month to check for early signs of tooth decay. To do this, you can place your child on your lap, lift your child's lip, and inspect their teeth for any signs of tooth decay or abnormalities. Healthy teeth will be free of any brown or white spots. If you can see white spots or lines along the gum line, this is an early sign that tooth decay is beginning to develop. If you see brown areas forming along the gum line, this is a sign that tooth decay is getting bigger. If you see large brown spots and broken or badly decayed teeth, this is a sign of severe early childhood tooth decay. If you notice that early childhood tooth decay has developed or is starting to develop, take your child to a dentist right away.
Okay, it's really easy, right? You can promote this technique to the mother or teacher to check for upper front teeth, right? You can do that, right? And not difficult, right? And become the consequence of ECC. As you know, the ECC is very serious problem, right? And children can like have a consequence from dental caries, like suffer from pain, upset, chewing problem, premature tooth loss, and then they can got like a malnutrition and delay growth. If some children got a premature tooth loss, maybe they have some problem about low self-esteem and mental health development also. And how to prevent or promote dental caries problem. How to prevent this problem? We can prevention by oral health education, toothbrushing with fluoridated toothpaste, fluoride warnings, and fluoride supplementation, the artery control, apply teeth and fissure sealants, and early detect like a lift technique, something like that. For the oral health education, used to increase knowledge and healthy practice to the teach matter about how to do toothbrushing, something like that. Next. And in the past, in Thailand, we use like a promote, like a educational program, only use and hand out brochure in the dental clinic. But this technique is not success. Now, we add some intervention, right? Ajahn Pisamai teach you yesterday. She have some project like a participate project, participate with a community, right? Next. Now we use like a motivation technique, participatory dental health education program, home visit by dental personnel or telephone contact, something like that. And like a give free toothpaste and toothbrush to use in then toothbrushing practice. This is an example in Thailand that we use the program like a participatory dental health educational program in Thailand. We like invite parents or mother to join to practice how to brushing the teeth of their kids. Same as the Dr. Pisamai project that she presented you yesterday. This is the other project. And the next is like a home visit, like to check. The mother can do this after like a training. They can do this, can brushing correctly or not, something like that. For the brushing with fluoridated toothpaste, AAPD recommend all children should have twice daily brushing from the time of eruption of the first teeth. Next. And toothbrushing with fluoridated toothpaste approximately 1000 ppm should be used, and use only like in the picture show Tinsymia for children under 3 years old, and use amounts of toothpaste pea-size in children aged between 3 and 6 years old, like this the picture. Next. And when you toothbrushing in children should use like a scrub technique. You know scrub technique or horizontal brushing technique. It's simplicity and suitable for children less than 7 years old. I will show you with a video how to perform horizontal technique or scrub technique. During with the technician, if you have some question about brushing, you can ask me the question or share the idea about toothbrushing technique if you use in your country and effective to prevent dental caries.
Hello.
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 I've got a question. This is Precious Berry from Zambia.
Yeah. You can ask
questions. Okay, I just wanted to ask, maybe we can copy some ideas that maybe we can implement them. On the home visits by the dentists, how do those children in the rural parts of Thailand access the services?
What? Because the sound you very interrupt.
It's not clear.
The sound is not clear. Maybe you can type the question in the chat box, and I will answer you later. Okay, or you will ask me in the classroom, Google Classroom. Okay. Okay, go to the video.
We don't need to use toothpaste unless your dentist recommends it. If your dentist does suggest using toothpaste, use only a small amount of fluoridated toothpaste, the size of a grain of rice. When your child is over 3, smear a thin amount of regular toothpaste on the tips of the bristles. At a 45-degree angle, start brushing where the gums meet the teeth. Make sure you teach him to brush the fronts, backs, and tops of each tooth, and keep the pressure gentle. Brushing too hard may hurt his gums. Make sure your child spits out the toothpaste after he is finished. An electric toothbrush is also a good option. By the time your child can tie his own shoes, he probably has enough coordination to brush his own teeth. Get your child to start flossing when his back teeth touch each other, which usually happens at age 3. Your child will need help flossing until age 10 or 11. Floss both sides of each tooth. Don't sweep the floss up and down or back and forth. Slide the floss from bottom to top and break the contact each time. Your child's dentist or hygienist can show you and your child how to brush.
Okay. This technique is very simplicity for children, early childhood children. And for the fluoride one is and fluoride supplementation. It can do in the early dental caries. If we got like an early dental caries, we can use like a fluoride one is to treat. For the fluoride supplementation, the recommend fluoride supplementation based on drinking water fluoride concentration, as I show you in this slide, but I cannot have time to tell in the detail in the table. Maybe you can learn by yourself by my slide. And for the dietary control, WHO recommend that free sugar should remain below 10% of energy intake, and consumption of food drink containing free sugar should be limited to maximum of 4 times per day. And should educate mother about not putting child to sleep in the bed with a bottle of milk, juice, or other product that contain sugar. And in Thailand, the ministerial regulation concern of the sugar, fat, sodium, and energy content kinds of ready-to-eat food since 2007. They propose school policy to control the sale and the consumption of high sugar soft drink and high calorie food snacks sold in school. Like for example, if the label show high sugar like this, cannot sell in the school or in front of the school, like this. Next. And the other primary prevention is apply pit and fissure sealants. The data found that can reduce dental caries length from 60% to 87% after application. And for the secondary prevention, as I mentioned earlier, can use the lip technique to examine the visible plaque to early detect dental caries in children. And children should come to see the dentist every 6 months of age to check early detect, regularly check up, something like that. And in Thailand, we have many projects, especially in daycare center. We have oral health promotion and preventive service activity, including daily toothbrushing, utterance, control of sugary diet, and oral health check-up by dental personnel for 2 times a year, like this picture. And for the school, in the school we have many activity also includes after lunch toothbrushing, control tooth decay harmful diet, and provide fluoridized meal in the school, and integrate oral health content in the school curriculum and oral health service such as annual health examination. It's the picture shows you the example in activity in the school, like give teach about how to brushing the teeth, teach about how to take care the teeth, how to prevent dental caries in the school, something like that. And we provide like a fluoride gel in the school also. How about your country? Do you have activity to prevent? This video show you is like a keep fluoride when it for children in a daycare center, some daycare center in Thailand. Okay, this is an example of the project in Thailand to prevent like a dental caries. How about your country? Please share the project that you do in your country to your friends, please. Who want to share? Because time's up. Only one person.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Iman from Egypt.
Egypt? Which Egypt?
Iman from Egypt.
Iman? Egypt.
Iman.
Iman. Okay. Sorry.
Never mind. I don't know much about programs held for dental promotion in Egypt, but I just know about one program that was conducted by the UNICEF in Egypt. It was, I know that it was a partnership between UNICEF and a famous toothpaste company. It was a collaboration to work in community. They had many pillars to work on. including teaching the teachers how to educate the children on basic health and nutritional practice. Development and they developed the multimedia campaigns to raise awareness on hygiene and sanitation issues among Egyptian parents and educators. They were encouraging children for being interested in personal hygiene and how to use their toothbrush and how to consume wisely their dietary intake of sugars and much. I don't know much details about it, but this is the main lines I learned about when it was held. It was in 2016, I suppose.
Similar in Taiwan, a very good project also. And for the other participants, you can share the idea about the dental caries prevention in the Google Classroom because time's up now. And if you have some questions to ask me, you can ask me in the Google Classroom also. Okay. Thank you for your attention for today.
Dr. Prani, may I have a question, please?
Email. Who speak?
Can I have a question?
The last question now because.
Yeah. Could you share with me about the using of toothpaste for the children?
Toothpaste?
Yeah, toothpaste. In which age that we should use which type of toothpaste for the children? For example, under 5 years or over 5 years.
Yeah. You can use toothpaste, but you should limit like a fluoride concentration in the toothpaste. Not more than 1,000 ppm to 1,500 ppm fluoride toothpaste. And children below 3 years old should only smear on the toothbrush. And children in age between 3 to 6 years old, you can use design of fluoride toothpaste.
So it means that from the 3 to 6 years old, the children can use high fluoride, right?
If older than 6 years old, they can use like a adult toothpaste, but only a little bit. Little.